honor, loyalty,
respect.
Hey all, Kismet here. As you can see, I'm not wearing my normal red armor. I built myself a DPS set I call the Holy Guardian and decided to color it white. It's a pretty fun build. In this video, I'm going to briefly cover some basics of Guild Wars 2 as part of our member training series. We're going to cover a whole bunch of different subjects that are going to help you a ton while you're playing the game. So let's get right to it. The first thing we want to talk about is game progression. Leveling up, questing, getting your gear, and so forth. The first thing you need to know is that as you're leveling up, you auto pick up quests. You don't have to go and talk to an NPC. You will auto pick them up and then also auto turn them in when you're done. So none of that talking to an NPC, going 5 zones over, doing something like picking something up, and then coming all the way back to the same NPC and turning it in. Very tedious, not in this game. Let's also talk about level downscaling. Low-level members can party with high-level members and be automatically downscaled to that area, like say Queensdale. This still lets it be a challenge. But the benefit is you get drops for level 5, and the people at level 80 still get level 80 drops. A great way to encourage people of all levels to play together. Next, let's talk about upscaling. Now you may think, oh, I'm just a low level, I can't do all the high level stuff with everybody else. Well, that's not the case in this game. If you wanted to go and do, say, a fractal, which is a mini dungeon, it will be automatically scaled up to level 80 no matter what your level is. And the same thing if you wanted to go to World v World, which is like player versus player, you'll be automatically scaled up to 80 and be allowed to participate with the rest of the team and have a great time. Quickly, let's cover mob toughness levels. There's the normal mob, which is typically for a single player. There's the veteran, which can be for a single player or a small group. There's champion level, which is for a group and can be as high as a raid, as well as beyond, which are all raid groups. The normal group size is a maximum of 5. Now we come to one of the things that's typically the hardest for most people, and that's your inventory. Let's get started by talking about drop quality levels. There's the normal junk, which you just sell to the vendor for cash. There's white, which are basic drops. There's blue, also known as fine. There's green, known as masterwork. Yellow, which is rare. Gold, which is exotic, then what I call pink as ascended, and purple legendary. Now, of course, the hardest thing is managing all these drops. Now, there's different types of bags you can see on the left side here. You start with 5 slots, and you can add more. As you can see here, there's ones that are hidden, or ones that collect greens, or ones that collect crafting items. Now, up here in the options menu, there is one of the greatest things in any game called Deposit All Collectible. No matter where you are, it'll take those collectibles and automatically put them in your bank, which we'll take a look at later. There's also an option to compact your bank, which means it'll pull it all up to the top. Show the rarity, which is very important when you're salvaging items. And you can show or hide your bag, which is great because it looks like one giant inventory. Now to talk about a really important part of managing your inventory, and that's salvaging items. There's 3 basic kits that I recommend: the basic salvage kit, the master salvage kit, and the black lion salvage kit. Often I'll keep a couple basic salvage kits with me, a master's kit, and my black lion kits I'll keep in the bank and pull out when I need them. Now on my main character, I also have what's known as a copper-fed salvage-o-matic. This is a convenience item you can buy where you don't have to keep buying salvage kits over and over again. Just costs a little bit of money each time, and you can continuously salvage. As you can see here, I'm salvaging many different types of items, and they have different rarity, as you can tell by the border around the outside. You'll also get some items you can double click on that'll increase your luck and give you better drops later on. Now let's talk about your bank and your crafting bank. When you first start off, you're going to have your bank, and then if you notice here on the left hand side, there'll be your crafting bank. The stacks normally go up to 250, but you can extend them to 1,000 each. That's so great compared to all the games that don't give you enough room. In here you get tons and tons of room for all your crafting stuff so you don't get overwhelmed. And you get this crafting bank as part of the game. You don't have to purchase separately. That's awesome. As an additional benefit, all the stuff that's in your crafting bank and in your regular bank can be used to craft. So you don't have to run back to the bank all the time and grab all your stuff out of here. All you have to do is go over to where you do your crafting. When you go to do your crafting, all your stuff will be right there. Now let's talk managing your money, also your karma and your reward tokens. In most games you need to mail your money to your other characters, or you may have a shared account where you share your stuff between your characters and you put something in the bank, you log out, you go to your other character and you get it like money. Guild Wars 2 did a really amazing thing and they combined all of that stuff into one. So your money is account-wide. No matter what character you're on, it's shared across all your characters. The same thing with your karma and your reward tokens. Absolutely amazing. This helps so much. So you've got your bank, which is shared between all your characters, and then also you've got your wallet, which is also shared between all your characters. Keeps your stuff organized. You don't have to keep it in your inventory. Especially useful for people like myself who have a lot of different alts. The last few things we're going to talk about are skills and traits, and some tips and beyond the basics. Now, skills and traits are a very deep subject. We're just going to touch on it just a little bit here. Your skill points are gained as you level up. You can also gain them with special items and get them from skill points around the map. You'll then spend these skill points to get different skills that you'll use on your bar down below. They are split up into number 6 is your healing skill, number 7, 8, 9 are your utility skills, and 0 is your elite skill. Now you'll also notice down here that I have some virtue skills, F1, F2, F3. And this is going to vary based on what type of character you play. Like if you play the warrior, there'll be an adrenaline bar there. Now here are your traits. Now these are also called builds. Now builds are like healing, DPS, tank, or a hybrid build. This is very similar to other MMOs, and you get these traits as you level up. You also need to buy certain books that unlock different tiers of these traits. Now the cool thing about these traits are, here at 10, 20, and 30, you can actually change them on the fly before you go into a battle. So if you need more healing in this battle, or you need a certain trait that's going to help you, or take less fall damage, you can adjust it right here. Let's talk about two things that are a bit more advanced but very important to master. And they are dodging and combo fields and finishers. Now dodging is really important because when you see a red circle on the ground, you definitely want to get out of it as quick as possible. This will allow you to evade damage and not have to be healed as much. Now this is something that does take practice, but of course you're going to die a lot less if you're getting hit a lot less. Now let's talk about combo fields and finishers. Combo fields are split up into different elements, like water. You put down a water combo field, and then you use a finisher, and it will create a combo effect. In this case, area healing. Also, you can use an ice combo field with a finisher, and you get an ice armor. And here, another example, fire combo field and a blast finisher. Now there's tons of different types of finishers, and if you want more detail on it, there's a great wiki page which explains everything about them. Now to finish up, let me give you some quick tips. Keep things handy in your bank for when you run out, like food, sharpening stones, potions, resource tools. Another great tip is on managing your inventory. When people are AFK, go ahead and salvage some of your items. This saves time and the team doesn't have to wait for you to clear your inventory when you're in the middle of a run. Remove all trophy and junk items, either trash them or sell them quickly at a vendor before the run starts. Also, work on upgrading your bags to 20 slot bags. It'll give you a lot more room. Only carry what you need. A couple salvage kits, your foods, your potions, and any extra items that you may need on this run. Otherwise, keep all that stuff in the bank. Now, something I find super helpful is auto-sorting bags. Bags that'll put crafting items into one bag, put greens in another bag, and also have a hidden bag that doesn't even show up in the vendor. And one final tip, do your daily each day so that you're getting your laurels, so when you hit level 80, you can get that ascended gear. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped you get started in Guild Wars 2, as well as seeing some of the new things that have been added to game, and we'll see you all next time.
Join the fun at kismetbp.com. Make sure to press like, subscribe, and share this video. Plus, leave a comment and let us know what you'd like to see in the future.